I'm eating my feelings. Because I can't handle the carnage at city shelters anymore. There's a 10-year-old husky that I've been trying to find a home for. I've been posting him everywhere, reaching out to rescues, and no one wants to help. He's getting euthanized today. In 2 hours. He has 2 hours left to live. For no reason other than he's old. He's got no issues. They say that they don't think he gets along with other dogs. That's it. Which is one of the reasons we can't take him. Because we live in this rickety old RV. And we already have 4 dogs. But he hasn't even been at the shelter for a month. And I just feel like it's not fair. Just because he's old, he's disposable. That doesn't make any sense to me. And not only that, but I recently saw a post that they're going to be putting a puppy down because he has a blood disorder, a hereditary blood disorder. And so they're going to put this 4-month-old puppy down next week because there's no treatment for the disorder. But from what I understand, it really only causes exercise intolerance, which I'm sure is hard to keep a puppy calm, but why is that a death sentence? It doesn't affect his lifespan, and I just don't. I know funding and resources are very limited, but I just can't understand how these establishments that were built to help protect animals and save their lives, how is the answer for having too many animals that need help killing them? That's what I don't understand. How did we ever come to this conclusion? As if, like, any life is just disposable and worthless. It doesn't make any sense to me. That is the opposite of what they're supposed to be doing, which is helping them survive. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm very, very depressed. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. This dog only has 2 more hours to live, and then he'll just be thrown away like garbage, disposed of. And no one's gonna miss him, and no one's gonna notice, and no one's gonna grieve him. And he's going to die as if nobody loves him, which is not the case, because I love him, and I care. And I would take him if I had the resources, but I don't. And if other people don't want to take him because he's old, or they don't have the resources, the group of people that absolutely should have the resources is the freaking shelter. And I'm not blaming any one person. I don't know what the answer is. I know everyone should spay and neuter their pets. Because the shelter's just overrun with huskies, shepherds, and pit bulls all the time. And these are good dogs that they're putting down. A 4-month-old puppy never did anything to anyone, you know? And it's not his fault he was born with a hereditary blood issue. I'm just exhausted. I've had animals all my life, and I've worked in rescue for a long time. I've worked with animals for a long time. And it just never ends, and it's just really hard to feel like the only person that cares. Because I couldn't even sleep last night because I was worried about this husky, and even though I posted him everywhere and all the rescues that I reached out to said no, basically, I just feel like I'm the only one who's gonna care if he's not rescued in time. And all it takes is one person to care, to change a life and to save a life, but to know that I don't have the resources, because my partner and I were homeless not long ago, and we're still trying to get on our feet. And I really beat myself up because I'm willing to help all these animals. I'm just not able. I want to buy a farm, and I want to build an animal sanctuary there for all of the at-risk animals, all the ones on death row, and all the seniors and special needs animals that aren't likely to find placement elsewhere. And I'm just not patient because we're starting from nothing. We don't have much of anything, and it's going to take a long time to get on our feet, but this dog can't wait. He's at the mercy of the shelter, and that's what breaks my heart, because I want nothing more than to help him and that special needs puppy that they might euthanize next week. And I just can't. I don't have the resources. No one deserves to have their life cut short before their time. And it just upsets me so deeply, and it's just not something I can handle. Like, I don't feel okay. I feel horribly alone, like no one else cares. It's like compassion fatigue, but like not, but like the opposite. It's like hope for humanity fatigue, if that's a thing. I just don't know what to do. I wish I knew the answer. None of these animals deserve to die, and I'm just feeling very, very passionate. And I don't know what to do about it. I've tried everything I can think of. I've asked around, I've posted everywhere. I've reached out to other rescues. And I just am hoping and praying that this dog does not have to lose his life just because he's old and considered disposable. Because he's not disposable, and he's not worthless, and he is loved because I love him. And I wish I could tell him that. And I wish I could show him that. Anyway, I guess I got my feelings out for now. If anyone's interested, I don't think anyone's gonna see this. This is more just a video of me venting my feelings because I feel so alone and I have no one to actually talk to. But if anyone's interested, we did make a shop, and proceeds are gonna go to us getting back on our feet and hopefully save up for our own place where I can give my animals a better life than I can in this trailer, and I can rescue more animals. I don't know, I'll put the QR code at the end of the video and put the website in the description. Okay, just want to put that out there just in case anyone cares, even though I'm pretty sure at this point nobody does. Thank you. So I called the shelter and I talked to a couple people, and I got his deadline extended until tomorrow at 5. But according to the notes, he's very selective of other dogs, and he did a meet and greet, and it did not go well apparently. And 2 of my dogs are almost blind, and they're little, and I don't think I can put them at risk. I don't know what else to do, and I'm really beating myself up for not being able to do more. But I think that might be all that I can do. It doesn't seem sufficient whatsoever. I just really hope that someone shows up for him tomorrow because he needs an angel. Yesterday was like the craziest day of my life. But in short, he ended up getting adopted last minute from the shelter. And I am so happy because the shelter closes at 5, but I refreshed his page a few minutes after 5 and he was still there. So I was really beating myself up, really depressed, thinking that was it. And I was trying to process it, and then I got a message from someone who said he was actually pulled at the very last minute. And I'm so happy. I know it's just one dog, but the fact that my efforts saved his life and allowed him one more day for that person to come and adopt him. That's really all I could hope for. I can only do one dog at a time, unfortunately. So now, I'm probably gonna be going to pick up that little puppy tomorrow because the shelter is closed today and New Year's Day. So, and his deadline is the 2nd, so tomorrow's kind of his last chance, pretty much. So I'm not letting them put a 4-month-old puppy down because he has special needs. So that's going to be my next rescue venture. And I appreciate everyone who helped me save that senior husky so much. Story ended well after all.